So I've been asked by people that they watch these press conferences and they don't hear what the questions are. So you guys are gonna have to speak up, or
Okay.
or we'll hand the mic around. uh, comment on the game. Frustrating. Felt like another game where we own possession and shots and chances, and it's a close hot. We made it close at the end. I give Dartmouth a ton of credit. They showed a lot of character and a lot of will, and we showed that we didn't really want to defend tonight. The goals they scored left their goalie pretty much helpless, and they did a great job helping their goalie. I thought their goalies played really well. I don't know what the final shots were. 44-18. I guess the chances were pretty lopsided too, but we're not a team that's ever scored easily, but we've been a team that's defended well, and I'm not happy with the way we defend. It's a work in progress. We've dressed everybody in our lineup tonight, everybody who could. Opportunity for guys to show themselves, and some guys didn't show themselves real well. But it's an exhibition game, so we'll take what we can out of it. Now it's time to head into Hockey East play.
Who are some of those guys that showed themselves well?
You'd have to give me some time,
Okay, we'll come back to it.
Yeah.
Was it good to get a chance to play in that 3-on-3 overtime and get the shootout in, since that may come into factor in Hockey East play?
Yeah. Both teams were eager to get practice at it. It's hard to practice it in practice. You're going against yourself, and so I thought that was very helpful. Just give the guy, just how we manage the bench. It's tough to manage the bench in 3-on-3. It's very hectic. Changes are often one guy changes and two guys stay out. So it's very hard as a coach to keep that keep the bench under control, I guess. But we scored, which was good. But yeah, shootout practice. Again, we practice shootout, but once you do it live, you figure out which guys have some confidence in doing it. So glad we had the chance to do that tonight.
You talked about needing your returners to step up last week before you could focus on what your freshmen are doing. Not necessarily. How did you feel about the way that those guys played tonight?
Yeah, Trevino, Lapina, Kessel, Felix, the guys that really lead the team. I think they're playing a good, hard brand of hockey. But there's not enough guys that I can put on that list right now. It's a process. We're gonna keep pushing, keep squeezing them. I'm not happy at all where we're at right now. Sir.
What is it that needs to change? Is it just time?
I don't want to say time because we've had enough time. I think we're not as far along as we should be. I don't know what you guys think. The game seemed pretty lopsided, yet we're losing 3-0. So to me, that's one team that really has the character and the will, and one team wants it to be easy. And we're a team right now that wants it to be easy. I think that's the best way to sum it up. And we've never been like that. And it's very frustrating to me. I think I know what the problem is. I don't think we're scratching our heads like, why did we lose tonight? We should have won, but we didn't.
You get to see a lot more of Donaldson on that top line. Just how did you feel like he played today with that group again?
So you missed when I took him off that line? I
think, in the first period.
Yeah, not good enough. So put weight back there. I think Donnie's coming along. You see him; he's making plays. He's getting to be a little pest. He's coming. Baker's coming. So those are two guys that they need to be good, solid players for us. And once they get there, I think that helps our team a lot. Anthony Delgaizo is going to give you hard shifts. Jerry Harding, I got to get him just consistently I need the older players to be good players. You know, I got to give Taylor McCarr and Lautenbach and Mercury. Those kids need time. They're not close. They're not. They're freshmen. You want them to be good right away. They have a long ways to go. So in the meantime, I need those other guys who've played 50, 75, 100 college hockey games to act like they've played that much hockey and be leaders by the way they play. So what I'm finding is that as we head into Hockey East, I need to rely on the older players. The younger players, it's too much right now.
Did the bench feel crowded? It looked like you guys were just really crammed in there.
I mean, yeah, there's more bodies than normal, but just most of the guys sitting, whoever's up was standing. That's kind of how we manage the space.
Just your general thoughts on tonight overall.
I think our team knows what we need to improve on defensively to play better. We're generally in the room disappointed with our effort. We're going to do well to be ready for Merrimack next weekend.
Yeah, I think just a lot of breakdowns on our end, a lot of details that we're missing. It's kind of small stuff. I mean, we outshot them, but it's the small mistakes that are hurting us, and we've been trying to hone in on those. But until we get on top of those, they're going to keep biting us, and we're going to keep letting in goals. So we'll keep working on that.
What does it take to work on that? How can you work on something like the details of the thing? Which is it just like a repetition thing, or what does it take?
I think it's more in your head, just being locked in when you get on the ice, knowing where you got to be, knowing who your man is at all times, not coming off checks, that kind of thing. It's just being mentally engaged the whole time.
Yep, just got to work in practice to build better habits and be more mentally prepared.
Was it nice to get out there and practice the 3-on-3 a little bit and not a high pressure scenario to just kind of get the feel for that?
Yeah, I think it's something that could. It was good to get experience doing that with our team. So next time that happens, we'll be more ready for it for sure.
It seemed like the team was playing with more urgency the last 10 minutes of the third period. What changed that allowed you guys to kind of click a little bit more?
I think just, the first two periods, they were super stale for us. We weren't able to get anything going. We weren't getting any quality chances. We weren't playing to our game plan. So just trying to come out in the third, do things the right way, and started to get momentum in our favor.
Yeah, I would say Jerry Harding had a great shift around the 10-minute mark that really got our bench invigorated, and that kind of lit a spark under us.
Scott, I know it's an exhibition, but that's the first time you get to celebrate a goal at UMass. What was that like for you?
To be honest, I was just thinking about trying to get us to 3 and tie up the game and get back into it. Obviously, it was a pretty cool moment, but at the time, I was just fired up to try and get our bench some energy and try and get the win.
Did you guys feed off Luke at all tonight too? I know he made a couple big saves. Obviously, his first action in net for you, Matt.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he played really well, especially in the shootout. But coming in, I know he faced some tough shots right away. So it's nice to see him play well and definitely got some momentum going for us.
Yeah, he's a guy we really respect because of the effort he puts in practice. So it's really good for us, for the guys on our bench to see him do well and succeed in a game environment.
What is going to be important for you guys as you go forward, especially with Hockey East play coming up, and that's not a place where you can play not at your best.
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's just coming mentally engaged, especially in practice, making sure we play to our game plan. Just the little details that we're missing out on, those are really going to hurt us when we start playing top Hockey East teams. So we're going to have to dial in on that on practice, and we'll come back ready to go.